Simmons. Charming, as always. The next guest I would like to bring onto the show started on this very show here called Studio A. He's now gone on to host the breakfast show on Triple J. He's a good friend and a great comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Ballard.
Hey!
Hi, man.
Charming, hey!
Have a seat.
Thanks very much.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back. You notice I walked on there unlike Francesca. Lazy.
How are you, mate?
I'm really well, thanks. How awesome is Francesca? I love her so
amazing.
much.
She's amazing.
It's so weird that, you know, she was saying she said to Ricky Gervais, oh, if you need a wobbly girl to patronise, call me. That's exactly what I say to my sugar daddy every weekend. Isn't that...
Does he pick up the phone?
Tough crowd, yeah, every time. Every time.
Hey, mate.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Well, speaking of tough crowd, you've had a funny week. For those who don't know...
it's a comedy festival, Tommy, it's fine.
For those who don't know, Tom Ballard made headlines this week. You headlined at the Class Clowns, which, for those people who, once again, aren't aware, is like school students, it's their final of their comedy competition.
Yep.
And the Herald Sun decided to run an article on how offensive you were.
Yeah.
Yet, there's a few things I think we should bring up about the article.
Okay.
Would you like to outline the main points that they made?
It was all bullshit. Maybe that was my major point. Well, obviously, the Herald Sun reporter is obviously there to cover the event. So no matter what they were going to write about the event, because they were there to cover it, and the Herald Sun is covering the festival. But the angle they decided to give it a little bit of sizzle, the angle they went with was, oh yeah, Tom was telling all these bawdy jokes. One line was like, my jokes, he did jokes about masturbation, genitalia, and homosexuality. The worst topic of them all, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, in the thing, they said there was no complaints made, and the people seemed to be having a good time and cheering along and stuff. So it seemed like a very...
the tone of the article was hilarious, because it started off with, this was the most offensive thing ever. And then it slowly went through and went, nobody was offended. Everybody actually had a really good time. And the last one was almost, you could imagine what it would be like. But my favourite bit about it was the picture that went along with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because the tone was that you were so offensive. And I know you. I know you're not offensive. I know your material. And as you read the article, you knew that. But then the photo was about, you know, half a page in the Herald Sun. It was you in a T-shirt which had what on it?
It had Hello Kitty on it.
It gets better. Wait.
Hello Kitty with her nose bleeding, all right? It was a bleeding nose Hello Kitty.
Oh, no, it gets worse. What were the words that it said underneath it?
Party hard. Now, it's an Andrew WK T-shirt. If you don't know Andrew WK, he's a really great musician, and that's one of his T-shirts. That's why I was wearing it.
Hey, Team Ballard, we've got plenty more to talk about.
Yes.
You're going to stick around for a little bit?
Please do, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We've got more with Tom Ballard straight after this.
Thanks.
Just a half-assed clap coming back. The most half-assed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have just joined us, I've got Tom Ballard with me at the desk. Now, let's talk about your show.
Okay.
It's called Since 1989.
Yes.
Now, it's on as part of the Melbourne Comedy Festival, of course. It's on at Swiss House for the whole Comedy Festival, so people got another 2 weeks still to check it out. It's mainly about a very high-profile breakup that you had.
Yes. Yes, I went out with Josh Thomas, TV's Josh Thomas. For 16 months, and...
also known as the only guest we've ever had that's come on the show and dropped the C-bomb 3 times.
Really? The Herald Sun should get onto that. They should really sort that out. Yes, but Josh and I are now still friends, but it was just, you know, it's sort of just a little bit about, yeah, the first time you go through a breakup and how tough that is, and what is love? And all that kind of stuff, yeah, basically. Yeah.
Is it a hard show? Like, I've talked to other guests, Hannah Gadsby in particular, who did a show last year about depression. Yeah. Now, she said by the end of it, the show was making her depressed. Is it a hard topic? Because it was obviously something that at a point in your life was quite painful to you. Is it a hard topic to talk about night and night?
No, I find it quite cathartic and quite uplifting. I mean, the message of the show essentially is that, you know, this... You know, it's my realisation this sort of things happens to everybody, and it's just sort of a fact of life, and you have no other option but to accept it and sort of move on. You get into some weird, awkward situations. The other day, I met his new boyfriend, Josh's new boyfriend, who's a lovely guy named Tom, and it's blonde. Oh. Yeah. He's obviously got issues. But
Does he do radio or TV?
no, he doesn't. No,
Well, that's a peg down in my book.
Yeah, I win. And we were hanging out at the Hi-Fi bar in Melbourne, and I was chatting to Tom. He's a very lovely guy, and a girl came up and said, "Oh, I liked your show, Tom. That was really nice." I said, "Oh, thanks. That's very nice." He said, "Yeah, I saw Josh the other week. He wasn't funny at all." So the new boyfriend just copying that said, "Oh, that's nice. That's weird. Whatever. Thanks very much." She walks away. So, gosh, that was pretty awkward, wasn't it? Yeah. Then another girl comes and says, "Hi, I'm totally Team Ballard." So it's there are a lot of weird awkwardness bits in it.
I was going to say, because that was actually mentioned in one of your reviews. Now, I know that's not what you're going for, a showdown, but is there a little bit of you that goes, thank you?
No, it's a positive thing. You know, Josh and I are friends, and it's all good. But thanks for being on the winning.